I want you all to know that I love the public library. And I believe in the Nashville Public Library because I see the difference that it makes in people's lives. It has been a joy to watch the Nashville Public Library grow and to see the hard-working staff support and encourage our patrons. Today, you here are all a part of that joy. You are a part of our commitment both to NPL's future and to Donelson's future. And I want you to hear from a leader in Donelson community without whom today would not have been possible. Please welcome my friend, Jeff Syracuse.
Thank you, Joyce. Good morning, everybody. It is a great day. It is quite surreal to be standing here before you today and thinking about what this site looked like just over 8 years ago. I was standing not far from this spot in the fall of 2015, right about over here, with leadership from library, arts, and general services near the portion of Donelson Plaza where the former Castronaut used to be. It was right behind us. And we discussed the opportunity for the new Donelson Library to be a true civic anchor of a transit-oriented town center complete with green civic space, public art, and serving as a catalyst for continued needed private development at Donelson Plaza and the surrounding area. Now, this vision was possible because of the work of my predecessor, Councilmember Phil Claiborne, who led the community through the worst economic times since the Great Depression, which actually became the perfect time for planning for the future so that the soil was tilled, the seeds were planted, and when the rain cleared, the seeds would sprout into something beautiful, which is what we're celebrating here today. Inspired by the least expensive commuter rail startup in U.S. history right across the street, the downtown Donelson vision was a strong foundation that continues to guide Donelson's future, that sets the bar for utilizing successful private-public partnerships and ensuring sustainable and inclusive growth, transforming one of the oldest commercial strip centers in Nashville's history into a vibrant and revitalized town center. So as I prepared to run for office in 2015, it was serendipitous that Donelson was the top branch in the county that needed a new library. So the opportunity to bring it to the heart of Donelson was something I began focusing on like a laser. And while the library project has taken over 8 years, I've been involved in this project now for many years prior to that, working to help to bring new ownership of Donelson Plaza that believed in Donelson's future and to create the opportunity for us to be here today. This would not have been possible without the partnership with the team at Holiday Properties, who believed in Donelson's future and continue to commit to its success. Their engagement and leadership working closely with me and with Metro government has made this library project possible, and they have my most sincere thanks for being an integral part of our community. So I stand here today, yes. Give them a hand. I stand here today in the middle of what will be 24 years of strong and stable leadership on Metro Council for Donelson. Councilmember Jeff Gregg is leading our community forward, and I want to thank him for his years of friendship, collaborating as a neighborhood leader, and all his work already during his first year in office. I also want to thank the 4 mayoral administrations that I have worked with on this project. Mayor Megan Barry's administration helped set this project in motion by working to facilitate the private-public partnership with Holiday Properties, purchase of the portion of Donelson Plaza for the library, worked collaboratively on a shared infrastructure deal, and support for design funding of the library. Mayor David Briley helped move this project forward by supporting the substantial funds for construction of the library. And Mayor John Cooper's administration helped us weather through some of the most difficult times in our city and still help keep this project moving forward to ensure its completion. And I'm very thankful to my friend and Mayor Freddie O'Connell for his support over the many years on council together and his presence here today to help us celebrate our work together. Thank you, Mayor O'Connell. So I could write a book detailing the journey over these many years. Maybe someday I will. I'm so thankful to each and every one of you for being here today to celebrate this beautiful state-of-the-art facility. This is a monumental day for Donelson and Nashville. The impact that a library has on a child's future and the ways it enriches and inspires all ages can never be overstated. I look forward to the many ways it will bring our community together for decades to come. Thank you very much, everybody.
you, Jeff. Just as this project would not have been possible without Jeff, it would also not have been possible without partnership and collaboration with Metro. You all remember when Mayor O'Connell took office? His charge to all of us was to work together so Metro can provide first-class customer service. Mayor O'Connell, I'm happy to report to you that with this project, Metro got it right. And I'd like to recognize and thank you and council for all of your support. This has been a collaboration of the Nashville Public Library, Metro Arts, and Metro General Services. In fact, I hope everyone will take some time to meet the artists whose works are part of this branch here on the front lawn and inside the library, and to also learn about the branch's sustainability features. Let me now introduce Gerald Smith, who is the new director of the Department of General Services.
Wow, I found some shade. I mean, even though we're in chairs underneath the canopy, the sun just still finds a way to make it through. Good morning. I am Gerald Smith, Senior Director of Metro Nashville Department of General Services. General Services is proud to partner in this world-class new Donelson Library. In designing and constructing this facility, we were supported by many partners. Thank you especially to Nashville Public Library and the director, Terry Luke, and her team. Thank you to Metro Arts, Metro ITS, Holiday Properties, the master developer of the property, Mesler Construction, CPS, and Hastings Architecture. This project would not have been possible without support from the Mayor's Office and Metro Council, particularly Councilmember Syracuse and Councilmember Gregg. We are thrilled today to unveil a state-of-the-art facility for the community to gather, learn, and connect. The building will achieve LEED Gold certification, a premier standard of sustainability construction. The new Donelson Library features the lowest energy use per square foot of any general services building. A 33 kilowatt solar array on the roof to produce clean electricity, and a geo-exchange system that uses underground pipes to efficiently cool the building in the summer heat and in the winter. So we know we're going to get this sun kicking on when we get in here, so it's air conditioned. Kudos to everyone who has had part in getting us to where we are today, opening the book on a fabulous new chapter in Metro's library collection. So with that being said, I also would like to introduce the next speaker is Dr. Paulette Coleman, the new interim director or executive director for Metro Arts.
Good morning, colleagues and friends. Thank you, Interim Director Terry Luke and your outstanding team for this marvelous celebration of a new public art at the Donelson Library. I am Dr. Paulette Coleman, Interim Director of the Metro Nashville Arts Commission, and I served as chair of the commission when Nashville established its public art program in the year 2000. The first in Tennessee, I'd like to remind you. Since the ordinance was created, we have added over 200 works of art to the city's collection. Today, we are pleased to introduce 2 new additions to the Percent for Art funded collection. On the front lawn, you will see Reverie, a series of engaging sculptures designed by artist duo Wow House. And we can say wow about them. These pieces, carved from slabs of Tennessee marble, serve not only as imaginative outdoor sculptures, but also accessible seating for library patrons. Wow. Inside the library, you will encounter artist Amber Lilly's breathtaking 28-foot-long suspended sculpture, Celestial Falls. This work was inspired by flora and fauna found right here in Donelson. A guide on the second floor near the sculpture invites visitors to explore the piece and find the flowers and wildlife perched throughout the sculpture. This fall, the Donelson Library will become one of the newest branches to host the Metro Arts Lending Library. More than books. Through this partnership with the Nashville Public Library, anyone with a library card can check out artwork for 3 months. Metro Arts purchased 53 new artworks directly from local artists, which will be divided among 5 branches. Before the works are distributed, we will have a lending library exhibit at the mezzanine gallery of the downtown branch. We hope you'll plan to join us for this event in July. Today, we invite you to visit the lawn and the second floor of the library to hear from Wow House and Amber Lely. Immediately following the ribbon cutting, we are grateful to have them here with us today. It's my honor now to introduce the interim director of the Nashville Public Library, Terry Luke.
Good morning. I appreciate all of you being here on this beautiful and hot, but also very momentous day. I think it is only right before we begin the program that we recognize our elected officials who are here today. Can you please stand? Our former mayors, my fellow Metro department heads, the NPL Board of Directors, the Library Administrative Team, and the Nashville Public Library Foundation. I'd also like to thank our partners who have worked so hard to make today possible. Mayor O'Connell, thank you. Councilmember Jeff Gregg, former Councilmember Jeff Syracuse, former Library Director Kent Oliver, my colleague Gerald Smith, Director of Metro General Services, my colleague Dr. Paulette Coleman, the Interim Executive Director at Metro Arts Nashville, and of course, our Donelson Branch Manager, Ryan Darrow, and the Donelson Branch team. Yes. Today is a celebration of true community partnership. It's not every day that a library system gets to open a new branch. For many people, this opportunity happens once in a career. I have been fortunate enough that this is the 18th opening that I have participated in. Yes, I'm old. With each project, what stood out to me time and time again is that a library is so much more than a building. It is a gathering place for learning, discovery, growth, and it is a welcoming and inclusive space that creates joy in the community. That is what this building behind me represents. It's what the entire Nashville Public Library system represents. And Nashville represents and also reflects the best of our community and the best of our customers. You all help us realize its full potential. Now, it is a special treat for me to introduce one of our longtime Donelson Branch patrons, Erica Shorter. Erica and her 2 daughters, Peyton and Paige, have made this branch a consistent part of their lives. Erica has an inspiring story to share with us, so please help me welcome her.
Happy Monday, everyone. Our Donelson Library is an adventure destination. Now, you probably never heard of a library described that way, but where else can you go, travel the galaxy, go back in time, and interact with historical figures by turning the pages of a book or utilizing all the wonderful resources that the library has? And sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came, right? Like the 80s television show Cheers. That is the hidden gem that is our Donelson Library. As a homeschool parent, it has been the perfect resource for my daughters and I. And actually, the original location was one of the first places we came when we relocated here. I have 2 daughters, and one wants to be a doctor, and the other wants to be an astronaut. And thank you. And it's my job to cultivate their dreams, aspirations, and goals. The exciting thing to me is that when they become adults, they'll be able to look back and say that the Donelson Library was a part of their childhood memories and a part of their academic success journey. I could go on and on and on about my love for the library, the treasure that it is, and the value that it brings. But I want to conclude by saying this. Councilman, mayor, and everybody who supports the library in any capacity, this is what you are investing in. You're investing in our future leaders, such as my daughters. You're investing in the updating and the beautification of our neighborhood. I mean, look at this state-of-the-art building, you know, and creating new job opportunities. To be able to actually witness the progression of the library to now being a part of the opening and everything that it will bring in the future is just a beautiful thing. I want to thank you all for allowing me to be a part of this momentous occasion, and I wish the Donelson Library much success, and the Nashville Public Library in general. I look forward to meeting you all and talking to you guys more afterwards. And at this time, I would love to welcome Councilman Jeff Gregg. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. I think I'm going to have you sing every time I see you in the library. Distinguished guests, community leaders, and most important, my neighbors. Good morning to you. Today marks a monumental occasion. We gather to celebrate a new library. Our new library will be a beacon of knowledge, a sanctuary of learning, and a new community hub. I know we are all excited about this library, right? Come on! Now picture this, June 26th, 1966. Much like today, citizens are gathered just down Lebanon Road. A new chapter begins. The doors of a modern, mid-century, state-of-the-art library opens in Donelson. This day brings endless possibilities, stories waiting to be discovered, knowledge to be gained, memories to be made. This is how the Tennessean described the new library back in 1966. Full of light with unpretentious elegance. Today, June 24th, 2024, just 2 days shy of 60 years, history repeats itself. We open our new library here in Donelson, a bigger, better Donelson library. And I think the Tennessean could say it's full of light and unpretentious, just like 1966. Our new library will be an incubator for innovation and creativity. Our new library will provide tools and resources needed to develop new ideals. Our new library will be a place for job seekers to gain new skills and a place for lifelong learners to pursue their passion. Today represents the future of Donelson. This new library would not be possible without the unwavering support of our community and visionary partners like Holiday Properties. They transformed this once aging shopping center into the modern version we see around us today. A more mixed-use development, easy to get to by bike, car, or transit. Later today, we will do the ribbon cutting for 104 new units called Donelson Flats. I'm completely in awe of this transformation. The new state-of-the-art library would have not been possible without the unwavering support of many, many people. The hard work of our city and library staff, the Nashville Library Foundation, and a couple of big champions. The seeds were planted by Councilman Phil Claiborne over 10 years ago with the implementation of the urban design overlay. Phil knew the direction of Lebanon Pike was headed in the wrong direction and something needed to be done. Thank you, Phil. And we would not be here today without the determination, drive, and vision of my predecessor, Mr. Jeff Syracuse. Jeff, I can only imagine the number of hours and minutes and thoughts that you've filled your brain regarding this new library. We are grateful to you. In a world where knowledge is key and information is more critical than ever, your efforts ensures that our community will remain informed, engaged, and empowered. Thank you. Now, back in January, I met Ryan Darrow at a meeting, and we were talking about the new library, and I was troubled to learn that some of these big ideals he was not going to be able to accomplish. He was about 25 grand short of his goal. He wanted to do some studio gear for the young people and to put in a digital restoration lab, but we were a bit short. So I gathered a group of community leaders and I said, we're going to reactivate the Friends of the Donelson Library. And our goal was to raise $25,000. We held a couple of events, the last one being a preview party last Saturday. And I am so excited to announce that because of their efforts and because of your generosity and a gift that we just received before the ceremony, we have raised $40,000 for the Friends of the Donelson Library. So you know who you are. Thank you. And Ryan Darrow, you know, this is my first time in public office, so I didn't know how the system works. And I learned that he had to apply to be the new library manager. And I thought, oh, we got to have him. And Terry Luke, I'm apologizing now for accosting you at the downtown library. But we are so lucky to have Brian as our branch manager. I don't know where he's hiding, but I want to say thank you to Ryan. I'm reminded of a quote from one of my favorite authors, Dr. Seuss. Today, a reader. Tomorrow, a leader. The more that you read, the more that you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. Yes, that quote inspires us to read, but it demonstrates the power of knowledge and the impact it has on the future. As I think about that impact of this new library and what it will have on our community, I envision riders from the Music City Star walking over after work to check out a book, or patrons from the farmers market strolling over to see the art installations. The reimagined Donelson Plaza and the new Donelson Library are anchored on the south by a reimagined Donelson Station, with new retail, residential, and a new 50 Forward Center in the works. To celebrate this beginning, J.B. Estelle Boulevard, which is the street right behind us that connects the library to Donelson Station, as of today will become Donelson Station Boulevard. And we honor the legacy of J.B. and Estelle and the Barker family with a memorial sign. J.B. Barker and Estelle Burgess Memorial Way. So June 24, 2024, a new modern, mid-century, state-of-the-art crown jewel of Donelson opens. We begin a new chapter. And now, it's my honor to introduce the 10th Mayor of Nashville. He's steering our city in a more inclusive and innovative way. Mayor O'Connell is committed to creating a resilient and thriving city, one that meets the needs of all of its citizens. Would you please welcome Mayor Freddie O'Connell.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What's great is our council members gave us clear guidance that the thing that everybody wanted most today was to do this ceremony outside with long speeches under a heat dome. So we made sure to fulfill that wish. No, what a great day. Thank you to both Councilmember Syracuse and Councilmember Gregg. We have Darren Jernigan on our team, who we know has served this part of the city so capably for so long and has now joined our team in the mayor's office. I see Phil Ponder sitting out here. We've got state and local leaders. Senator Heidi Campbell, our vice mayor, is with us. I think what you're seeing in the attention from state and local officials is that Donelson's future is not only important but incredibly bright. What you heard Joyce Searcy, as chair of the board for our Nashville Public Library, speak to as we took office wanting partnership. Stronger partnership among departments is also on display. You have heard from General Services, from Metro Arts, and the Nashville Public Library leadership, all right here in Donelson. And one of my absolute favorite things about serving with district council members over the previous 8 years is all of our passion for the communities we served. And so for both Councilmember Syracuse and Greg, the number of times that they have invited me and others into their community, into Donelson. I didn't live here. I spent a lot of time out this way growing up, from Wave Country out to this area, but now, as we have done Ticket to Ride, to Catch a Bite at Fat Bites, as we think about the future of Donelson Station, as I continue to come out this way, not only to hear the best live Irish music in the city, but also Don't Tell Goodlettsville, the best Christmas parade in the city. It is so important to have, to look out here today and see this gigantic crowd to celebrate this moment. Couldn't be better. And I'm also glad to see my friend and Davidson County Clerk Brenda Wynn here. This is another great customer service partnership with Nashville Public Libraries. The vehicle registration renewal kiosk inside this building is Metro's 5th located inside a Nashville Public Library branch. Not only are we trying to make it easier for children to discover their futures in our incredible public facilities, we are trying to make it easier for grown-ups to live here as well. And finally, I wanted to thank the veterans of Post 88 for the presentation of the flags. And you have heard Erica Shorter's incredible story with her family. And on a personal note, as a father watching our 2 daughters learn, who have so many of the same experiences, both of them have grown up taking full advantage of our amazing library system at its adventure discovery status, and I can't wait to bring them here. The capital spending plan we released in January, unanimously supported by our council, reflects our top priorities. One of those priorities is a strong library system. We have put money not only into maintenance, but into creation of future scenarios. Completing this library, looking to the future of Hadley Park, but also getting maintenance throughout the system where it's most needed today. And we are taking more steps to ensure that Nashvillians know that government is responsive to your needs. Our libraries, parks, and schools, our roads and community assets bring us together, as Erica mentioned, enriching a shared pride we have in our home. So I hope that each of you today feels the pride. I think the fact that so many are gathered shows us here in Donelson. And in just a few minutes, we'll get to step inside these doors, because I can assure you, our library system, its partnership, the strength of the foundation, and the friends groups that support it offer us so much more than books. The new Donelson Branch Library is full of opportunities for all ages, all incomes, all backgrounds, all levels of education, and today it is ready for all of us to explore. So now I get to invite Erica's daughters, Peyton and Paige, to join me here along with the other speakers. I want to thank the Donelson Chamber for providing a ribbon and scissors, but let's get this ribbon cut and let's all go inside and explore this incredible library.
Ready to get in there? What they said? It won't melt.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did too. Project was. We're working on this.
I'll see a picture.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.